Boom shakalaka, just one day after Bitcoin flashes insane buy signal, we are now seeing a new signal showing us that Bitcoin is not even halfway through its cycle, just in the beginning of the bull run. Why right now is the best time to get into Bitcoin. Plus, also, we're going to be taking a look at Zkswap, CHILIZ, and Flow. You'll want to stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's episode, we have some super exciting stuff going on with Bitcoin. Evidence showing that we are still so early in the cycle. I know it's impossible to leave at $50,000. We're still early in the cycle, but we have evidence that we will share with you that we are so early in the cycle that it's like getting in Bitcoin back when it was like $3,000. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned for that. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin price, also compare it with some previous cycles. But guys, before we get into that, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love for some exclusive giveaways. And today's video is brought to you by X Sigma, a blockchain R&D lab developed by transparent and legitimate products owned by ZK International, a company listed on the NASDAQ as ZKIN. Now, a little bit about them. They're a blockchain R&D lab that was created by ZK International, a publicly traded net company on NASDAQ. Their team includes world-class developers formerly of Google, Facebook, Ripple Labs, 1inch, and other technology titans. Their mission is to promote blockchain adoption by researching innovative use cases in decentralized finance, logistics, IoT, infrastructure, and supply chain management. They explore ways to utilize decentralized technologies in various industries, creating value for both enterprise and consumer markets. The lab's backed by a publicly traded company. X Sigma is committed to bringing more transparency and legitimacy to the blockchain and DeFi arena. Now, if we take a look, they're aiming to do DeFi, stablecoin, supply chain, and IoT. In their team, they have former engineers from Facebook, Amazon, and 1inch, former engineer at Google, Harvard grad, Forbes 30 under 30, former product manager at Google, Ripple, and former senior engineer at Ripple, and financial systems architect, holds Series 3 license. You can find out more at xsigma.com. Just a little information. This is their company. They supply next-gen clean water in China through high-quality piping. And as you can see here on Seeking Alpha, they think that ZK International is looking bullish after the token launch gets $150 million. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin. Guys, as you can see right here, Bitcoin is looking good, coming down a little bit with the Fed talking about not really sure what's going on. The price comes down just a little bit, but as you can see right now, it's being supported by the 4-hour MA50. Not only that, but there's also 3 other lines of support right around the upper 40s. So we have the middle of this bullish megaphone. We also have the 61.8 fib, and we have the MA200 all resting in this same area right here. Likely big time support for Bitcoin. Now, if we go out and take a look at it on a longer time scale, I was talking in yesterday's video, which you can see right here, all about these pink dotted lines, how we likely have very significant resistance right here. But on a grander scale, if we are to continue staying between what happened in the previous halvings, we will break through there and head up to $100,000, most likely by May. Now, yesterday, we talked about this chart here, how this is extremely bullish for Bitcoin. Right now, it just happened to where all these red candles turned green. This is the spent output profit ratio. This here shows that actually miners are losing money selling Bitcoin right now. They're not going to sell Bitcoin for too long at a loss, especially when you take a look at the fundamentals going on. Bitcoin is the apex asset right now. There's not a single better asset to own in the world than Bitcoin. So miners aren't going to be selling it. Because there's decreased supply and increased demand, the price has to go up. And even if we take a look, just comparing it with the dollar. I mean, a Bitcoin has always been a Bitcoin, but a dollar keeps losing value. Just look at the past year. S&P 500 and Bitcoin both going up from corner to corner, the dollar value going down from corner to corner, and they're talking about a $1.9 million trillion-dollar stimulus package. So that's definitely going to help the price of Bitcoin increase. Now, according to this article here, Bitcoin bull run is still in the early stages based on this key on-chain indicator. And if we take a look at this, this is the Bitcoin reserve risk. So as we can see, there was the peak here in 2018, there was a peak here in 2014, there was a peak here in 2013. And each time the reserve risk is mega ultra high above this 0.02 mark. Well, right now we're not even there. We're at the 0.008 mark, and this is a logarithmic scale, by the way, so we're only about maybe halfway there, maybe. And we can see that echoed here in this posting by Peter Brandt on TradingView. Bitcoin has the feel of halfway home up this parabolic rise. We also heard it from Willy Woo, where he was saying, welcome to the middle phase of the bull market. But not only that, guys, it's clearly evident right here on Google Trends. Hopefully you can see this behind my head, but you can see interest over time in Bitcoin. Way back here in 2018, we were at 100. Right now, we've topped out at 53. The biggest news so far has been when Bitcoin price dropped from $60,000 to $50,000. Guess what happens when it breaks through 100? All of those people who heard about the price drop from 60 to 50 are going to be like, oh, I missed out. And now it's going to $1 million. I've got to buy now. And guys, it's actually good news. If we have a little bit of a consolidation phase, the upper bounds of Bitcoin price gets higher and higher and higher. Just taking a look at the Bitcoin Rainbow price chart, if we were to top out in this red area now, we would be looking at about $120,000, $125,000. But if we have a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of patience, a little bit of slowing down, a few months out, we will be looking at about $175,000 to $180,000 if we just wait a few months. And guys, in all honesty, the CEO of Kraken, he's saying the price of Bitcoin is going up and up. He says that $1 million Bitcoin in 10 years is reasonable. Reasonable. Not outrageous, not outlandish, but reasonable. Because look at how much money they're printing. You see, this nation's currency is only 50 years old, and it's already showing extreme signs of weakness. And pretty soon, he thinks people are going to start measuring the price of things in Bitcoin or in Satoshis. He thinks in the near term, people see it as surpassing gold as a store of value. So $1 million as a price target within the next years is pretty reasonable. And guys, that's not outrageous because the market cap of gold is about 10x-ish what Bitcoin is right now. So if we about 10x-ish Bitcoin, we're getting close to $1 million per Bitcoin. And if we take a look at the stock to flow chart, you can see 100,000 this halving, 1 million the next halving. Now, in the altcoin markets today, big gainers, we have Zkswap, CHILIZ, Flow. Now, the reasons for this we will go over. Zkswap is a ZK rollups based layer 2 DEX with the AMM model officially launched on the Ethereum mainnet. So we see a lot of projects right now that are coming out to help deal with extremely high Ethereum fees. They may not be Ethereum killers, but they may actually help save Ethereum. Now, the Zkswap is a token swap protocol based on automated market maker, and through the ZK rollup technology, the full set of Uniswap functions are realized in layer 2 while providing unlimited scalability and privacy. Zkswap provides liquidity providers and traders with ultra-high throughput swap infrastructure, and transactions do not require gas fees. So instead of those $50 fees for transactions on Uniswap, people are going to be able to use Zkswap without fees. And likely one of the reasons why the price just went up was because Zkswap just conducted $1.2 million worth of token giveaways for Uniswap liquidity providers. Now, as for the other cryptos that are gaining big today, NFT boom is triggering a parabolic rise in CHILIZ and flow, the growing popularity of NFTs, and the improving infrastructure supporting the nascent market has resulted in triple-digit rallies from CHILIZ, Flow, and Basic Attention Token. Now, CHILIZ is one that we have been predicting for a long time thanks to Token Metrics. Okay, Token Metrics is one that picked this one out months ago before it had gained anything. I mean, had you picked it out that early, you would have insane gains by now. And if you want to check out Token Metrics, there is a discounted link down in the pinned comment. Now, furthermore, today, we kind of saw some history in terms of NFTs. Now, some people, like Charlie Lee of Litecoin, are saying that NFTs are really worthless, and they remind him very much of the ICOs of 2017. But we just saw something today that could potentially be the way of NFTs to really create one-of-a-kind pieces of art. So a Banksy work was physically burned and digitized as NFT art world first. Basically, somebody took this Banksy image, picture, the real one, okay, that was verified by one of the Banksy verification groups, bought it for about $100,000, and is now selling it on OpenSea. So you can actually buy the NFT of the burned artwork. Absolutely crazy. We'll have to actually see how much it sells for over there on OpenSea. And if you want to check it out, you could check out the Twitter. The burning was streamed here at Burnt Banksy. You could watch it there, and you could participate on the auction on OpenSea. So pretty exciting things going on. Very bullish for Bitcoin. However, historically, March is not a great month for Bitcoin. We'll kind of have to see how this pans out through March. But remember, after March comes April and May, two of the biggest months for Bitcoin. So we'll want to stay tuned and see how that turns out. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to come join us over at Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Also, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I will catch you later. Peace.